Hey guys, what's up? I guess I gotta start. My wife got on me. I have to clear something up. It was important to her. Whatever, I'll do it. Uh, Big G, okay? I guess I have to tell you that, no, I didn't give myself that name, okay? That name was given to me like all nicknames should be. Okay, you should not give yourself a nickname. I did not give myself that nickname. So that is the Big G. Yeah, that's me. No, I didn't just come up with that on my own. So I should clear that up. She was scared to death that everybody out there is going to think that you're giving yourself these names. It's not even like it's a cool name. It's not like I called myself the Big Stud or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've been called that for a long time. Anyway, today, real quick, out doing some running. And if you guys have been watching my videos, you know I hate the heat. I loathe the heat. It kills me, okay? Here we are. It is, what is it now? August 2nd? Yeah, August 2nd. Okay, we've been 90, 95. It's been nasty. Today it is 67 degrees and rainy. I love it. I love it. But brings up a point. In our bags, whether you want to call them bug out bags, go bags, inch bags, good bags, or even the get home bags, okay? We're supposed to change those out as the seasons change. Yes, okay. Excuse me. But who would have thought that middle of summer, when it should be roasting, we've got 66 degrees in the middle of the day and rainy, okay? Rain's not uncommon up here, but yeah, pretty much middle of July through September, it don't rain too much, and we're supposed to be having rain for the next few days, which I love. My garden loves. I don't have to worry about watering it every day now. Yeah, my zucchini died. I went, didn't check on it for a couple days, and all of a sudden I come and it's wilted over, and I tried to save it, and we've got some of it coming back, but I don't know if I'm going to get much more off of it or not. It might be done. Which brings up a point. Yeah. Gardening and SHTF. Yeah, you got to have somebody checking that every day. Literally. I think I'd checked it on a Sunday, and I'd come back either like a Wednesday or a Thursday. Wasn't thinking much about it. And yeah, she was done, guys. So just a couple days. That's why you got to have somebody in charge of that, and that's their job. Every day they got to go out, yank weeds, make sure everything's watered. Anyway, back to the original topic of this. We've all got our bags set up right now for for summer rather, and we're starting to think about winter now. And over the next few months, we're going to start switching stuff over. But something were to happen, if something would have happened last week, okay? And in our bags, we got our summer bags. We're ready to rock and roll. As far as our shelter, we've got a tarp and maybe a light blanket, maybe a thin wool blanket, something like that. I was looking at the weather. It's supposed to be getting down into the 50s. Here in the next couple days. That is unheard of this time of year. Yeah, global warming, right? But anyway, no. Weather can change, okay? And as far as in the winter, if it warms up, that's actually kind of good for us, right? But if you're talking about spring, summer, late fall, if you get that temperature that dips, that could spell trouble. Like right now, we've got a few days of rain in the forecast, pretty solid, and it's just a drizzle. But if you're out in this and you're soaked to the bone, and yeah, the temperatures is in the 50s, you're in trouble, guys. Okay. So in our bags, we have to try to have those other things in there, those contingencies, for if something like this does happen. I think most of us have the old emergency space blankets. I mean, they weigh nothing, they don't take up any room. But yeah, if we were out in this for days at a time in a get home situation, a bug out situation, and that temperature dips, yeah, you're going to be using that stuff. So don't think just because it's summertime, yeah, we're good to go. I just need some light pants, couple t-shirts, and I ought to be good to go. You should have at least a light jacket in your bag at all times. I don't care if it's middle of summer or not. Should have a poncho all the times, and you guys can get affordable ponchos out there. Frog Togs makes a poncho. It's like 11 bucks. It's lightweight, it's reusable. Now, it's not as heavy duty as a government issue or a reproduction of a government issue, but it's not going to take up as much space. It's not going to weigh as much either. The one I have in my pack, I can't tell you the manufacturer on it. Kids got it for me for Christmas or whatever. It's a reusable one, but it's one of the lightweight reusable ones, and it works very, very well. It takes up very little space. Excuse me. It takes up very little space, and it does what it's supposed to do. It repels the water, okay? Yeah, let that thing dry out, and put it back in the pack, and you're good to go. That can be used for a shelter, the whole 9 yards. With the lightweight ones, though, just to touch on that real quick, a lot of us have seen all the videos, and yeah, I don't need to carry a tarp. I'll just use my poncho, and I'll do this and that. If you set up those lightweight ponchos as a shelter, yes, it will repel the rain off of you. But if you've got a storm, and let's say you're in a wooded setting, you know, you're in the woods, the forest, what happens in a storm? You've got debris that's blowing around, things like that. I'm sorry, a little half-inch limb falling out of a tree at the right angle, poke a hole right through that lightweight reusable poncho, okay? To where if you had gone with a little bit heavier duty tarp, they're still not tear proof, okay? But it's going to take a little bit more to do it. Now, we all have our duct tape to be able to patch up those things, but you don't want to have to use resources unless you have to, right? Did that come out right? You guys know what I'm talking about. So, with the whole mindset of 2 is 1 and 1 is none, for those of you that are relying strictly on your lightweight reusable poncho, that will be my poncho, that will be my shelter, the whole 9 yards. I think you might want to revisit that idea and have a tarp as well. Also, if you've got that tarp, that lightweight reusable poncho, you can use that as ground covering, but once again, you got to watch sticks and all that other good stuff, poke holes in it. But yeah, it's like we all want to have the lightest bag possible, yes. We all want to minimize certain things so that we can carry more blank. A lot of guys are real big, got to carry as much food as possible, and I'm going to show you guys here in a little bit what a week's worth of bug out bag food looks like. Bug out bag food, yes, looks like. Might surprise some of you guys. Yeah, as far as this plan for that weather change, if you'd have told me a week ago that we were going to have a high in the mid 60s and rain for a few days, I wouldn't have believed you. I'd have been like, whatever. I'm sitting here sweating, can't even stay cool to save my life. But yeah, in those bags, guys, plan for those temperature swings. In that summer bag, go ahead and have some additional covering just in case it does get cool, right? In your winter bags, if you do the layers thing, right, we can just pull layers off if it gets warmer. But still, you're going to want to watch out for that. Now, depending on what area of the country you guys are in, I mean, if you're in Arizona and you guys know you don't get rain for, now that's on you, but all of a sudden the squall kicks up, you might be in trouble, right? So anyway, I'll let y'all go. Yeah, like I said, I was out running some errands and being out in this wonderful weather, and I thought, you know what, this might be a good opportunity to kind of talk to them about having those contingencies in our pack. So anyway, with that, guys, we will talk to you after a while. Bye.